special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very good morning it is. Have some good conversations going on here. It is finally Friday. That means my partner in crime, my coach this morning, is Holly Thompson from Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Yay.
All right, in the hot seat this morning, we do have, we're going to be Tri-Kappa, Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. We have our own Lisa Ailey. We have the president.
Oh.
I know. I should have the red carpet. We have the president. Set up a little straighter. We've got security outside, and we've got the president of Tri-Kappa with us this morning. So, Lisa Ailey, thanks for coming in this morning.
Good morning.
You're on the fly here.
That's
You're
right.
Like,
that's it, exactly.
We've learned that Lisa has worked everywhere. You are just very versatile. Very, very, very much used to on the go, right?
Yep, pretty much.
For sure. Well, we're glad to have you with us. Holly, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
We'd like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Windhorse for Home, Paolian English, and McAllister Land Consulting. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, let's jump in real quick. Holly, what do you guys got going on? What are we on? We're already on to the 9th day. What are we doing for Thanksgiving?
For Thanksgiving, we're going to have turkey.
It's funny. I had a daughter do this the other day, and then I'm doing it. She's transferred it to me. What are you doing for Valentine's Day over at Salem Crossing? Is love alive over there?
Well, we're working on Super Bowl right now.
Oh,
that's what we're working on
okay.
today.
Oh boy, baby steps. You're right.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
So we're doing Super Bowl today. We're having like a little pitch-in and stuff, and yeah, that's what's going to be today.
What's like going to be like hot dogs? What's the
whatever anybody brings in. I know there's going to be like homemade chicken salad. I made banana pudding. There's probably going to be the barbecue little hot dog wieners and just whatever. One of my staff members is making homemade egg rolls.
Ooh, that sounds
Love
good.
her homemade egg rolls, so I'm super excited about that. So yeah, just whatever anybody wants to bring.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be. They always party over there.
Yeah.
Any occasion. Why would I even think that you jumped in Valentine's
Right,
Day?
you're way ahead of the game.
Yeah. No. If it's a day, if it's anything, if the sun's come up, oh, we're having a party today. It's a pitch-in party.
Pitch-in party. Let's go.
Every day over there. I love that though. That's great. Do you have who do you rooting for? Do you have a team?
I don't have a choice because the Colts aren't playing. So
yeah, I love that. That girl, look at
so
you.
I'm going to be watching it just to support both teams and to watch the commercials.
There you go. They're fun. And see
the halftime shows.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Lisa, what about you? Are you having a big Super Bowl party?
No, sometimes we do, and this year it's kind of snuck up on me, so it's kind of low key. Probably
Yeah.
just some family there.
Well, I think some of the teams, I mean, since, we, aren't local,
Right.
whenever Cincinnati was in it a few years,
Mhm.
then that was probably everybody was a little bit more, but
Right.
yeah, it's a little bit more.
I'm similar to Holly. We have Colts tickets, season tickets, so that's, it's
Yeah.
kind of, we really hope they kind of went further in the playoffs, but I guess they were happy to get where they did.
Yeah, and they did.
Yeah.
They did come back.
They
a little bit.
did,
Yeah, they
yeah.
looked really. Yeah.
They did.
It's funny because whenever I have a Super Bowl party, I always have my Colts crock pot.
Yeah.
I
No
don't care
matter
who's-
what.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what's going on. You know, what I mean, on the at Super Bowl, the Colts are always represented at my house.
That's right.
Yeah, so
That's
I
right.
tell my family it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
right.
Yeah, but anyway, so it's fun time, and we will be broadcasting now. Actually, broadcast starts at 2 p.m. So of course we know the game is a little bit later, but I can't remember what time the game comes on. But the pregame starts on WSLM at 2 p.m. So we'll be broadcasting it. So if you have to leave your TV or get out and about for any reason, you can listen to it on WSLM. So happy to do that. They're fun to work with too. Great group to work with. All right. Also, yesterday at the mayor had a eclipse meeting. I did have several businesses that asked me to film it. They Homeland Security said they did not want me to film it. So I was not able to film it, but I'll report on it. The eclipse will be actually coming up in April. I believe it's the 8th. And it looks like, we will have some more people possibly in our community because we are on the very, border of it. You know what I mean? The hot spots will be Beale, Indiana, and Vincennes, Beal, Indiana, and Vincennes, and Bloomington, and a little bit further north will be more so for that. But just making sure that everybody kind of realizes that there might be. I kind of think, though, during fair time we have several people.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've had other events that are, that. So I think we're very, very good about it. We have wonderful police. We have a wonderful fire department. We have wonderful EMTs. Everybody is all set up, ready to go for things, and we have great merchants. So I think we'll be ready to go on that. So no worries. But I don't think we'll get. I was at Hopkinsville. The totality. I had lunch with the governor there a few years ago. Whenever it was there, and it was nice. But that's not going to be. That's not the scale we're going to be on, because that was the place, and so more like Vincennes and Beale and Bloomington will be more of them. So, but we'll get some people passing by, and we'll get some people that we'll see trying to go around our square.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
So be
Just
very
set up
patient.
cameras there for a lot of entertainment.
That's true.
Yes,
That's true.
yes.
That's true. You're right, Lisa. Yeah. So anyway, all's going to be good. So so I wanted to report that. It really wasn't. That was basically it. We're already on to the 9th day of February. Let's see what today is, ladies. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe I'm kind of froze up here. We'll come back to that. Maybe. Okay. All right, it's one of those days, right?
It happens. It's fine.
Oh, here it is, chocolate day. So, Lisa, if I was going to bring chocolate, what kind of chocolate would I bring?
Ooh, there's a couple. I love Ghirardelli, and I like milk chocolate. I'm not a dark chocolate fan. I will eat it, of course, but, and Dove chocolate.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Holly, what would I be bringing you?
I kind of ditto what she says. All of those sound great. The Dove, the Ghirardelli. I prefer the milk chocolate, but my daughter likes the dark chocolate, and it's okay. It's all right. I like white chocolate too, though, even though chocolate people are like, that's not chocolate, but I still like it too.
It is,
so
yeah, it's kind of like chili, like when you have the regular chili and then you put the white chili, so that's kind of like the white chocolate.
Yeah.
It's there. It's in the category.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
there. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. And you can't beat a good zero bar, right?
that's right.
Oh,
No.
That's
yeah,
right.
those are so good. All right, I'm with you on anything, and I've tried to switch over more to the dark chocolate because they say
It's better. It's got the
healthier.
antioxidants in
Yeah,
it. No.
but you can't beat a good milk chocolate.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. Which they're already coming out. I think it's I don't think we have one around here, but Costco's got this huge. It's like $70 or maybe $60 something chocolate Easter bunny.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
no.
And it's huge. He's huge, but he's not solid.
Mhm.
I like the solid one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I bite into that ear, I want some solid.
Solid.
I like the chocolate candy stores
Hmm.
that you can go to.
Yeah.
We went to San Francisco this summer, so we did the Ghirardelli Square,
Mhm.
and they
Uh-huh.
of course the factory's obviously not there anymore, but that was and they have so many different flavors. It was
Mhm.
in the fall, so we had they had a pumpkin spice and a caramel apple. It was really very tasty.
One of my biggest letdowns when I was visiting Hershey, Pennsylvania, I'm like, I have to go tour the factory.
Mm.
Have to.
Yeah.
And, I'm expecting like Willy Wonka tour, right? That's where my brain went. And it was like you took this like little train ride through Candyland, and at the end of it you got a piece of chocolate. So I wanted to see the true factory.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to see how the chocolate was made and poured, and
I want to see an Oompa.
that's right. And that's not what I got. So that was very, because they said they changed it because of, a while back, I guess. It's been a while since I've been there, but they changed it a while back for security reasons and stuff. They don't really do that anymore, but that was a letdown for me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted the Willy Wonka
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I know that they do tour, but I have never been on that. Yeah. International Winter Bike to Work Day. Now, Lisa, she's a bike rider. You still a bike rider?
I haven't ridden in a while, but I still have my bike, and I'm gonna get back out there.
I know.
Yeah,
So, would you ride your bike to work?
I would.
Love that.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Mm.
Like when
Yeah, to get to ride, and we used to have a couple of loops. We had like a 5 mile and then a 10-mile loop, and then we used to do the rides because I think the longest distance I ever did was a 75-mile ride, but
Oh.
a lot of them were benefit rides.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
No,
so
that hurts. Just 75 miles.
I don't do the hills really well, but
No.
Yeah.
I like flat courses.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about when you're doing that? Like at what point? Like maybe like in the 60 miles, are you just about ready to drop?
Yeah.
I mean, where is
Yeah.
that? What's that?
It depends on what kind of shape you're in, because obviously I worked up to that. If I got on it today, I would probably die at about 5 miles. But we rode a lot, and we rode I rode several times a week, and then we would go do the benefit rides on the weekends. So it really depends. And there's guys that do these century rides, which are hundreds all the time, or they'll do the like multi-day, which is just, I can't imagine doing those. But
Yeah. I just think I think it's great. I think it's
Mhm.
wonderful. And
they have stations along the way. They have all the stations where you can stop and recoup and take a rest and drink and eat and go about your way. So it's kind of at your own pace.
right. Well, that's cool. That's cool. So ride your bike to work day. National Cut the Cord Day. It shows a TV, but make sure it's unplugged.
Electronics. No
Electronics.
electronics day, right?
Yeah.
I already broke that rule.
I know. National No One Eats Alone Day. Yeah.
Okay.
But then sometimes it's nice if you want to eat alone, right?
If you need some
just-
peace and quiet,
Mhm.
and just to kind of decompress a little bit and get your own thoughts back in your head, and sometimes that's a little nice.
Yes. National Toothache Day.
Oh,
Ooh, I hate toothache.
I
do too.
hate toothaches.
I hate for people when you see somebody with a toothache and there's nothing you can do.
Mhm.
Oh, I hate that.
Mhm.
Ooh, National Pizza Pie Day.
Mm.
So that tells me, okay, Mama Rosa's has got their pizza buffet today
Mhm.
on
Mhm.
Fridays,
Mhm.
or Papa John's, or both. One lunch and then one supper, or
Yeah,
or
why not?
supper, or
Lupper.
We always used to
Was
say
it-
Leonard.
Leonard,
yeah,
Leonard,
Leonard, yeah,
Leonard.
Leonard. I don't care. I'm just calling me out there. What kind of pizza do you like, Lisa?
I usually do. I like the Supreme. A little bit of everything on it.
Know what you, Holly?
Again, it depends on what I'm in the mood for. Sometimes it's just plain cheese. Could be pepperoni only. Could be a Supreme, no mushrooms. I like the Philly cheesesteak pizzas.
Those are good.
So
Yeah.
it just depends. That's why I like a good pizza buffet,
Yeah.
because you can
You
get
can
a
get-
variety. You're not just sold on the one pizza. You can get a variety of different flavors.
Right, try different flavors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you
I
a
love-
deep dish or a thin crust?
Thin crust.
I like both, and again, it's kind of depending on what you want. I really
Right.
like good thin crust, but I love a good deep dish too.
Yeah.
Good, like a good pan pizza.
Mm.
Oh, what about the stuffed crust? Have mercy.
Yes. Yeah.
I just like,
Mhm.
I just, you know, God loves you. I mean, I just like, you know, you're loved when you have one of those, right?
Yeah.
And for Valentine's Day, actually, Papa John's will be doing like the heart shape,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
which is always so cute.
Mhm.
You know,
Those
and
are
those are
cute.
practical to give to someone. you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
That's something food you can't go wrong, right?
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
I like any kind of pizza. Now, what about pineapple on pizza or pineapple not on pizza?
I'm a thumbs up on pineapple on pizza.
Not so much for me.
I did a chili cook-off last night,
Oh, okay.
and I did my Hawaiian chili,
Mhm.
which I won cook-off with it. And this, anyway, it's got the pineapple in it. It's got the salty sweet.
Mhm.
It's Hawaiian.
Mhm.
It's really good.
Mhm.
But this last I just went into a chili cook-off last night, and I didn't win.
Oh.
And the people were like, pineapple and chili. And I thought, I didn't know my audience. Okay,
Right,
different
right.
group. I mean, this
Different
was
group,
in a
yeah.
different community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our community will accept me. You know what I mean with my pineapple. You know what I mean? Different. It was a total different community. And I thought, okay.
Well, you
But-
can't always win them,
I
right?
know,
That's
I
right.
know.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, but it really is. It's like one of those things. It's like it kind of tastes at first. You kind of got to get the taste, and then
Mhm.
really kind of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But pizza pie day, read in the bathtub day. Lisa, do you get a chance to read in the bathtub?
I don't read in the bathtub. I love to read, and I love taking baths, but I don't read in the bathtub. I'm usually just chilling out in the
Yeah.
bathtub.
Yes.
Music and
I don't have a
Candles.
bathtub.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I don't have a bathtub.
Well, that's more modern when they don't have bathtubs. I think most places are going without. You know.
I miss a bathtub though, because occasionally I like that good soak. You know,
Mhm.
get as many bubbles
Oh,
in there
yeah.
as you can get.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
mhm.
I love a good. I don't read either in the bathtub. I like reading, but bathtub I'd rather relax.
Yeah.
Candles, bubble bath.
music,
yes,
maybe some
yes,
soft music.
Yes. Yes. The inbox day, and it shows a mailbox. So there we go. All right, get out and enjoy. Those are some holidays and going on in our listing area, or actually all around. So another thing too, tonight we have action going on. The Salem Lions will be at Clarksville. They play Clarksville at 7:30 tip-off. That'll be Roger and Tom, 7 p.m. pregame on WSLM. The Eastern Musketeers will be playing Cordon Central. That will be Eli, 7:30 tip-off, 7 p.m. pregame on WSLM AM. And then after that, the Indiana Sports Talk, 9:30 till midnight on WSLM AM and FM. And then Saturday we'll have at 5 a.m. in the morning. If you guys are up and at 'em, the indoor Indiana outdoors. Indoors. You'll be indoors, but this is outdoors. They'll be telling you about the outdoors. Anyway, IU will be at Purdue, 8 p.m. tip-off, 7 p.m. pregame show for that. Purdue plays IU at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. pregame. So what we'll have is we'll have Don Fisher on FM 97.9. We'll have Tim Newton on AM 1220. So we'll have IU on FM and Purdue on AM. There you go. But IU FM, Purdue AM. So you can just go
Yes.
back and forth, listen to your announcers, which they're fantastic, both of them. Indiana Sports Talk again will be at 9:30 till midnight. And then, of course, Sunday we'll have the coverage of the Super Bowl, and that'll be at 2 p.m. start for that on WSLM. So, all right, there's our sports rounding up. Also, another event. Today's the last day to get your name in for the Love Lunch. This is going to be Sunday, February the 11th, which is this Sunday. But they're asking to get a head count, which we know everybody who's hosted anything, you need a head count. So this is the cutoff deadline today, and it's going to be outside of the Walls Ministry is doing a free love lunch. It's at Southern Hills from noon to 2, and that is you can treat your loved one. It's free. All proceeds, though, if they do take donations, will go to outside the Walls Ministry of Washington County. All the money stays in our county. They do great things. And you can call if you would like to be a part, 812-967-9255. So make sure you get your name registered if you want to go to that. It's called the Love Lunch, which they're doing like tablecloths and lasagna and desserts. I mean, they're setting
Yummy.
the atmosphere. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. So that's going on. All right. Also, we do have Lisa Alien here, going to be talking about Tri-Kappa.
Yay!
So Lisa, tell me, which I'm a Kappa girl. Kappa girl. So much fun once you start saying it.
Yeah.
Lisa, tell us a little bit about how long you've been and a little bit why you joined. Tell us your background with Tri-Kappa.
So, I've been in Tri-Kappa for, since 2016, I believe. Or, no, that's a little bit, maybe 2018. But anyway, I really joined because I worked in Louisville for several years, and then coming back into Salem to work and establish my business, I really wanted to get involved in this community because working down there, I did most of my work down there because it was more convenient right after work, things like that. And they do good things. I had heard they did good things. I looked into it, and, it's a completely philanthropic organization. Everything we do, all the money we raise goes directly back into the county. It's all, Tri-Kappa is only in the state of Indiana. There's 216 chapters, I believe, across the state. And so there are over 8,000 members statewide that do the same thing that we do. But basically we volunteer for, a lot of volunteer hours go into it. We have events. Beer on the Bricks is obviously our biggest fundraiser. And I think that's kind of just become a really good, community fundraiser. Everyone looks forward to it every year. And all of those proceeds, anything we raise, all of that money goes back into the community. And so it just makes you feel good, to be able to give back, because it's a substantial amount of money that we can give back. And Tri-Kappa itself was established in 1901, so it's been a long-standing organization. And the Salem chapter, the Beta Tau chapter, we've been around since 1919. So
Wow.
A few years ago we celebrated our 100 years. And it's really interesting, we did a couple of years ago, they went back and each of our meetings they brought up some history of, and it was just really fascinating, just the things that over time have been accomplished. But that's basically what Tri-Kappa is about. And we do every year, there is a Tri-Kappa week, which is coming up. It's not next week, but it's the week after. And so what we try to do in that week is we try to do something that highlights what we do. So we do something that is, charitable, something where we either do, last year we had kind of a kindness campaign for different things. We just, it was, just each year we do something a little bit different. So this year we are doing a drive-through. We did this a few years ago. It's going to be kind of a drive-through donation center, and it's going to be at the Washington County YMCA. It will be on Saturday, February the 17th. So it's going to be from 11 to 1. And just go to the back of the parking lot, and we will have different kind of stations set up so you can drive through. We'll have volunteers there to take things out of your vehicle. You can get out if you want and help us, but I mean, you can just kind of drive through and drop off. And I've got a list of, the people that the organizations that we will be collecting for there, and I can run through those. Okay. But that is what our service project is going to be for Tri-Kappa Week, just to highlight, what we do and kind of us giving back to the community. So,
yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on what you had talked about. It's fun to see you go back through the years of Tri-Kappa, and Holly, if you were to see like the notes, like from the minutes of the meeting, and to hear the way they talked. I mean, it's really funny. You know what I mean? And it's such a it's such a rich history there.
It is.
And to keep it going, and to keep it thriving, and all the energy that goes into it. And it means, just like you said, is just getting to know everyone.
It is.
And it doesn't matter. I feel like, now this is the way I take it. I think you do too. I think every one of us probably do. When you walk in, you don't care where you sit. Mm-mm. Like, I don't care where I sit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because there's someone there that I enjoy and I really like to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that way?
I do too,
mean,
because it's not, that you don't have cliques, it's not like,
Yeah.
okay, these people always sit together.
Yeah.
It's like people just kind of go around, and we're trying to get one of the things that I'm really happy for our chapter is, this year we received an award. We have currently have, with the new pledges this year, we have 38 members, and so we received an award for 33% growth over the last, it was a 3-year period, and that was really good, because that's one thing I think, as you see people kind of get older and they kind of retire out of the volunteering, or their health doesn't allow them to, you want to make sure you keep younger members in and kind of keep that going. So we really tried to focus on getting a good mix of members and bringing some younger members in, and I think we've done a good job of that, and it's very exciting because they also bring, now we have there's technology at Beer on the Bricks. It used to be it was cash, or now we can do cards, and so it's times change, and I think that we obviously have to change with that, and younger people bring fresh ideas, and everyone brings fresh ideas. New members, even if they're older, they may have been in another organization. So bringing in different walks of life and kind of a mixture of ages is really, I think, a key to making it a really good chapter and making it, a very functional philanthropic organization.
I agree. I think too that you're talking about an increase in people, and I feel like now, that it's so hard to get people to do things. In time, everybody. I feel like years ago, like I know. Let me just talk about on WSLM. We always did. My dad did these huge promotions, but there was not as many things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have so many. Like on one given day, you have like 10 things you could go to events.
Right.
So Lisa, that speaks volume of the chapter and the dedication and how everybody wants to be together for this. Because everybody, there's sometimes when you have to miss, things, family or something, and we all are family, and we all believe in family first, and that's the way you have to be. But it's amazing how many of ours, are right there.
Right.
We always have high numbers.
We do. Yeah, we do. We usually have a good turnout.
That speaks volume right there.
It does. And everybody has, especially if you're in the age where your kids are in school and active, there's going to be activities that happen we meet on Monday nights.
Right.
So, there's going to be activities that happen. And we understand that. But if there's a volunteer opportunity on Saturday, that person may be there. So it's not that you have to be, it's not just meetings. It's, we do our monthly meetings, but it is more about getting together and doing good for the community. So even if you can't be at a Monday meeting, you might be at, for example, the Saturday drive-through we're going to have. It's all about just kind of giving back with a group of women that are just awesome.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, definitely shakers and movers. I think and I've said this before. I think I said it every time we talk about Tri-Kappa, but I think that was the biggest thing. Because we've all been in a lot of clubs or organizations. And I think this was one that knocked my socks off when I saw how the money that is raised spins down to zero, or or to just barely. I love that. I believe if you use it or lose it.
Right.
And I also believe we can't take it with us.
Nope.
And if there's somebody that we can help,
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Was that one? That was a huge for me.
It's huge. Yeah.
Like I've sat in clubs or organizations where there's like thousands just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Old money just sitting there.
Right. Yeah, we don't need the money, and that is it. We have our operating expenses, but that's money that we've got dues, and we've got things that we don't raise from the public that kind of helps with that. But there's not a lot there, and then but on the philanthropy side, anything we raise goes back. So that that is nice to see, and it is impactful. And
I love that.
Just,
And and it's like so many people that you can help, And when we actually, like, if we were to have a dinner, we either provide it ourselves or we pay for it.
Right.
I'm saying it doesn't come out of that money.
Right.
That's not for us to, and I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that speaks volume. I think it's a lot of being very creditable, and just, that money is earmarked for the usage of our community.
And then when you get, once you do donate, you get those, sometimes it's somebody that's had a just a really tragic medical situation or something like that. And when you hear the stories or you get the thank you notes, and it's just, I mean, literally sometimes it brings tears to your eyes, you know.
And that's what community is about.
Yeah.
So the foundation is laid, and I don't remember all the history, but like what a great whoever, you know, that started this and come up with the idea and to continue it. It's a great thing.
It is to go on that long.
And we have, yes, I have, I know that in the years past, you know, we have like kind of highlighted different, you know, like I remember highlighting like our police officers, our EMTs, and, you know, and the EMTs are very hard to catch. Okay, let me tell you, they are fast. Okay, and so we were trying to find them to give them. We got them some stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember I pulled in and I was going to block the EMT in so that we could give you a present. And then I realized I can't block an EMT in. But I was trying to say, hey, wait, you know. Yeah. And I think we scared them. And then when they realized they were among friends. People. Yeah.
They're not used to that.
But it was a carload of ladies, and we were all like trying to get all this delivered. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, I parked. I did not block the ambulance service.
That's good. That's good.
I went to the side, but you know, I was like, we're trying to get up with you and give you some stuff, you know. Yeah. Because I think we have got in our community and I say this all the time, from the EMTs to our fire department to our police department to everybody involved on anybody in those services, we have got the top of the top, the best of the best. We've got fantastic. So, and even the dispatchers to everybody, you know, I just all of them. I think we've got the best of the best. So, so we highlighted them. I think it was last year, or year before.
Yeah, we did that. We've done the bus drivers before.
Yes, which
that was nice because that's
too.
You know.
Yes.
I mean, kudos to anybody that's a bus driver.
Yes.
They don't. They need to be recognized.
Right.
They need to be recognized all the time.
All the time.
Right. Yeah, especially you know after school, whenever all those kids, all that energy and everything. Yeah. So they do a great job.
So I do have a list of,
so
who we're going to have there, or you know who we're going to be collecting for at our kind of drive-through donation day. The Washington County Food Bank. So you know canned soups obviously hit the spot in the winter, but any non-perishable food items. The Washington County Humane Society, and they, you know, cat litter, cat toys, dog food, kind of the usual, the bleach, Pine Sol, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies. And we had one of our meetings there this year because they have added on. And that's one thing we do too with our meetings. We don't just always meet and just, you know, kind of talk and leave. Like we've done a couple meetings where, you know, we did the animal shelter and we did the Hardensburg Food Bank. And, you know, we will bring things to the meeting to donate to that venue wherever we are. And so we did that with the Humane Society and the animal shelter. So that was interesting, too.
That animal shelter, is real quick, is just beautiful.
It is, yeah.
We were really impressed.
Yeah.
That was a fun time to get to see all that.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right. What kind of things do they need?
So the Humane Society, the animal shelter, they need cleaning products, so bleach, Pine Sol, laundry detergent, paper towels, and then the cat litter, cat toys, dry dog food, and new or gently used bath towels. And for any of these, monetary donations are also good. We had people the last time we did this to just come through and maybe donate money. So that all obviously goes to them as well. And this will all be published. We will put it on our Facebook page, and I'm sure all of our members will share that. It will be in the paper so that people can look through what exactly is needed for each of these. So
I'll have it on mine too.
Okay, and I can give you this list. I will send this to you. The Domestic Violence Center, personal care and household items. They're always in need of hygiene items and all of, you know, it's a revolving door with families of all ages. So, you know, there's household items that are needed for them to be in a functioning residence as well. So just anything like that.
Do they need clothing too?
I don't know if they actually accept clothing directly. They used to get Goodwill, I think vouchers and then go there because I think it got overwhelming at one point, and I'm not positive if they've gone gone back to collecting anything like that, but I think they use the
Collecting
voucher.
clothing can be very overwhelming.
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
And because people don't, they don't say, oh, do you just need this? They just bring you a lot of stuff,
Right.
and
And all different sizes. And
right.
you just never
And
know.
so
Right,
it's probably a better voucher system's probably a better
Yeah, I agree.
solution.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Choices Life Resource Center, and this is Choices is a nonprofit pregnancy and parenting center which offers parents the opportunity to learn positive parenting skills while earning baby bucks to purchase the items needed. And what they can use are formula, baby shampoo, soap, lotion, diaper rash ointment, sippy cups, baby wipes. Size 6 diapers are in need, and all sizes of pull-ups. So basically baby type of items for them that they can then use. We've got Salem Crossing and Meadowview Health, and so that is individually wrapped snacks, adult crafting kits, word search, coloring books, crayons, and coloring pencils. And as you know,
I didn't know
residents.
we were on there.
Yeah,
Holly,
see?
That's pretty
Your
cool.
people, like,
So we're collecting for you too.
Holly, like, works with so many great people, and they just do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So she doesn't even know
I
all the
don't
great
even
things
know
that are
that.
going
Isn't that a
on.
blessing?
That is.
Isn't that,
Very
that
much so.
see, that speaks volumes of your
Mhm.
team.
Mhm.
They just take
That's
care of
awesome.
it. They just handle it.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's
Love,
awesome.
love that.
Yeah, so that's good. The Salem Lions Club, the Lions Club does the eyeglasses, but they do used eyeglasses and hearing aids, so they repurpose those, they clean them, repurpose those to anyone that's in need, so that will be part of it. WSLM's Yes to the Dress, so you can talk about that.
Yes, any gently used prom dresses, if you got shoes, jewelry, anything that you'd like to donate for prom, little purses. We've had some really cute purses in the past. I've got to get the date for sure. I've got a few people that I've got to hear back from, but we'll be hosting the Say Yes to the Prom Dress. It's a wonderful event. It's great, and it really helps out. It's free. We give away free prom dresses, and so every girl can go to the prom, and we want to make sure that they have that beautiful dress. And it's always awesome when you see these beautiful dresses out, at prom, and no one knows, that they're beautiful,
Mhm.
and we know that teenagers themselves are beautiful,
Mhm.
right? And so just about they're going to look good in anything they put on. You
Yeah.
know that. But when they find that perfect dress, and then they're at no cost, then if they want to spend money on hair, maybe some makeup or
Mhm.
nails or whatever, you know what I mean, then they can do that. Or food, teenagers
Yeah.
and food.
Mhm.
So, it's been a huge blessing
Mhm.
for sure.
Well, the cost of prom is just
Oh my goodness.
crazy.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
co-
if you,
the ticket, yeah,
I
definitely,
mean,
yeah.
by the time that you do everything, and for girls to go out and feel beautiful for the night, like you said, if you do the hair, the nails, I mean, that all adds up to
Pretty penny.
Yeah.
a
Well,
lot.
it kind of started, I have 6 daughters, and, a lot of their friends, when we started getting closer to prom time, there was a lot of girls that didn't have the money for a prom dress.
Mhm.
Prom dresses are like,
Mhm.
like years ago, our wedding dresses.
Yeah.
I mean, now
Yeah.
the price, and that's not nice.
Yeah.
That's not nice for families, and families, everybody. And we know that, the dresses that we have given away are just are just absolutely beautiful. And matter of fact, I've had different boutiques that have gave me brand new dresses with tags on them. So you can't outgive God. I mean,
Yeah.
it completely just is, well, beautiful dresses. So
Mhm.
we always love that whenever they say yes to the dress and light
Yeah.
up, and then you see them on prom night and they're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So it's been wonderful, and we've had them from all around. Girls
Yeah.
come from everywhere, so we don't turn anyone away. The Salem High School lets me host it there, which they're very generous with letting me have room to put all the dresses. So it's a good
Yeah.
thing for sure.
That's good.
Yeah. So yes. So I'm so glad you mentioned that, Lisa.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's part of, we will
Drop
have
off
that
those prom dresses.
drop off
Yeah.
prom dresses there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so next
Sorry.
we have no, because that's why we're here.
We
We're here
opened up
to-
the floodgate.
We're here to highlight all of these things. Washington County Warming Station, they, anything they're in need of, backpacks, tents, anything like that. So if you've got a tent, maybe your kids had one when they were little, and you did this in the backyard, it's laying around, backpacks that you're not using, how you collect backpacks when your kids are in school and they want the bigger backpack, or I want this one now, I don't want that one.
You
But
have to have a new one every year.
exactly, because that old one, it's
That's last
yeah,
year's
yeah,
Mom.
that's too old, so that's out of style. But any of that, backpacks, tents are in high demand right now, and then obviously monetary donations, and I know they do, a lot of people bring in the hand warmers and things like that, so especially this time of year.
What about blankets and things?
Yeah, I'm sure that is, I mean, that's that anything that, when you think about what someone out in the elements are going to need, any of that stuff.
From jackets, coats, like a winter coat, hats, gloves, scarves,
anything.
There's, all of that. What a blessing that we have this, and it's actually now at the Presbyterian Church. So, and I have seen a lot of, I mean, it gets utilized. It's very much utilized. And so it's a good thing.
Yeah,
sure.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
And
So
I hope that people encourage people to give to this, for sure.
So we will also be collecting, it's at the YMCA, and so anything, we need to get a list from the YMCA of specific needs, but I know last year we had some monetary or the last time we did this, we had some monetary donations to the YMCA, but they may have a list of things as well that we'll publish when we get that. And then Riley Children's Hospital, which Riley is obviously not local, but that Riley is something that Tri-Kappa statewide has supported over all of these years. And, Riley, as you know, is for kids, and sometimes very, very sick kids. Some kids maybe just be there for a short time. Some may be there for a really long time, but they provide great care and great programs and therapy to the kids, but they have a toy room, and they need blankets, games, books. They have over 8,000 toys, so infant rattlers, Legos, Barbie dolls, Hot Wheels, art supplies, coloring books. And I think on Riley's website they may send out, because if they run low on a particular item, they may say, hey, we're in need of this. So, I mean, that's something that you can do year round even. They're always looking for things to be donated to the toy room. And, they've got kids from, obviously, infants up to their teen years, and, so Uno cards, things like that, anything to think about being in the hospital long term, and, as a, say a 10, 11-year-old, I mean, you don't want them, to sit and watch TV all day. I mean, if you can get some games or Uno and kind of entertain them if they're able to, so, Riley's is just something that Tri-Kappa does statewide, and so.
And we have so many Riley's children.
Yes.
And I have toured, I've been to Riley's several times, and what they do in our community, we have so many beautiful children that have been helped, and families that have been with Riley.
Right.
I love our passion on that.
Yeah,
yes.
I do too.
Can I put a little bookmark there too? Also, Walmart is doing a big fundraiser for Riley's Children's Hospital, and for the one that gets, I'm in on the fundraiser, and if I don't get enough money raised, I'll have to kiss a pig. So I'm begging people. I know my family will not help me, because they would love nothing but more than seeing me kiss a pig. But I'm asking the community that if you see my box over there at Walmart, please put a little bit of change in it. I know money's tight, but I'll take any bit of change. You know what I mean? 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, whatever you got to give.
That's funny.
Put a little money in the box so I don't have to kiss a pig.
So when is the Kiss the Pig event?
Coming up this weekend, or this week,
okay.
This next week. So I'm begging, I'm pleading. So, but anyway, it's a good fundraiser for Riley. So we have that going on, and then with the Tri-Kappa going on. I love that, everybody working for that. Yeah, that's great. So I hope Riley knows how valuable they are to our community.
Right. Exactly.
And I love our passion with that.
I do too. I have a soft spot when it comes to anything related to kids, because kids don't, they don't really create their own situations. I mean, they're put in situations that they don't really have control over a lot of times, and that's
we talk about the parents, the families, you know, that's just, they deserve anything, you know, we, actually there was some families crossing the street, you know, going into Riley's, and it was like, anything you want, you know what I mean, anything, you know, we can do for them,
Right.
you know, I mean, any kind of if we can make a game, provide a game,
Right.
provide some happiness, a smile, a little bit of a laugh, anything, you know, financial, if, you know, Walmart, you know, to helping
Right.
out everybody,
And honestly, there's nothing that warms my heart and really breaks my heart too at times is just the smile of, you know, the gratitude of a little one, you know, or any child really. You know, it's just to see them happy in a situation where that may not be such a happy situation. It's, you know, if you get a smile out of them, that makes you feel really, really good.
Yeah, love that.
So, so just as a recap, you know, the donation day will be Saturday, February the 17th, so a week from this coming Saturday, 11 to 1 behind the YMCA, just in the back parking lot. And I'll just run through these real quick, not saying what they want again, but just what these are. And this will be published in the paper, and we'll spread it on Facebook. But it's the Washington County Food Bank, the Washington County Humane Society, the Domestic Violence Center, Choices Life Resource Center, American Senior Communities, which is Salem Crossing and Meadowview Health and Rehab, WSLM's Yes to the Prom Dress event, the Washington County YMCA, Washington County Warming Station, and Riley Children's Hospital.
And Christy's listening. Hi, Christy. And she said that that actually Tri-Kappa has been with Riley since beginning. She said heart shape. Smiles. Okay, Tri-Kappa has been with Riley since the beginning of the hospital in music, art, and dance therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Thank you for that, Christy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
is.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is. My daughter worked there, and just some of the stories of I mean, you know, the programs they have through the art and music therapy are just wonderful for the kids.
Yeah, definitely. So that's fantastic. And so if you would like to be a part, definitely give and be a part, definitely. Well, so that's good. That's awesome. And of course, you know, if anybody would like to know more about becoming a Tri-Kappa member, and this is because not next week, the next week is what we're going to be, it's the Tri-Kappa week.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll be celebrating and promoting ourselves and kind of showing the community what all we do, which we've got a lot going on, actually.
Yeah.
So how does someone become a member of Tri-Kappa?
So we really, you know, because it is a, you know, it's a time commitment, and you have to have the right mindset and the right heart to be a member of Tri-Kappa, and you really have, you know, you have to want to do good, and it is a commitment, you know, it's a time commitment. And but what we normally do is any current member of Tri-Kappa can propose someone that they think will be a good fit. So if you know someone in Tri-Kappa or don't know, I mean, you can ask and talk to them about the opportunity. And so an existing Tri-Kappa member will nominate, bring to the group, I think this person would be a good fit. We do this just once a year, so we don't bring people in any time during the year. We basically bring them in the fall of the year, and then they come in and we'll do a pledge and initiation in the first part of the following year. So that's how the new members come on board.
Right. And the more involved you get, the more you'll get out of it.
Right. It's also about you feel, I mean, it's got to be a good fit for you, because you have to feel good. And it's not sometimes, and stages of life. I mean, we have members that join, and then, you know, they may be younger, and then they get married and have kids, and the kids' schedule is good. And, you know, you can take kind of a hiatus from Tri-Kappa when things get too crazy. You don't think you can fit it in, and then you can come back later when it fits. It doesn't fit everyone, and it doesn't fit every stage of life either. So, I mean, it's okay that, you know, you kind of say, okay, I'm going to take a break, and then maybe come back when my kids are a little bit older, or I have more time, because everybody has a busy schedule, and, you know, lots of pulls and pushes on your schedule. So, but that's, you know.
Christy said, hey, you have servant heart. Have a servant heart.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have to feel, I mean, it makes you, like we've talked about, it's just, you know, it's heartwarming and to make you feel good. But if you're doing it because you just think you know, you've got to feel it in your heart.
Yeah.
And you've got to receive something from it too.
Right. for sure. Yeah. So it's great. We do have monthly meetings. We do try to stay very active, and like you said, in the community, different needs, different places to go and visit, which you learn about each other quite a bit too, which is fun, and all different personalities, which is a lot of fun too. But it is giving back for sure, and that's what. And our our big beer on the bricks. A lot of people know us by that.
Right.
And we are much more than that.
We are very.
That is a very valuable fundraiser for us. And a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, when we do beer on the bricks, you don't have to drink beer if you don't want to drink beer.
No.
But we have a good time. There's great music, dancing, and definitely socializing and having a great time for sure.
Yeah.
And that's always in the fall too.
Right. It's in September.
So that works out really well for it. And we'll be. It seems like time goes by so fast in the summer and everything.
Yeah, and it goes beyond. I mean, again, we raise money to give back, but we do a lot of volunteer hours. We do with Lions Unified. We help with the Joy Prom, with the Special Olympics fishing tournament. We've helped with that. This year, we're going to do when the weather warms up a little bit in the spring. We're going to do kind of a cemetery headstone cleanup. And those are things that need to be done, and they're good. We're not really, and we may give money to some of those, but it's not all about raising money and giving that away. It's also about giving our time away.
Which is very valuable.
It's very valuable because, again, it's, everyone needs volunteers on events like that, and we're happy to jump in and do that. And again, you don't need every member, because every member is not going to be able to do every event, and that's the beauty of having more members, is you can, I can do this event or I can do that event, and that just gives you more hours that we can volunteer and give back to the community.
And I think what you're talking about with the stones, those are things that like you might see, but it's like, who's going to do it? You know what I mean? Those are things that it's almost like cleaning your house. Do you know what I mean? It's like no one, you just kind of walk by it, and then whenever you clean it, you notice it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that it
makes me so sad when you go through cemeteries and there's those forgotten stones and forgotten souls. And no soul should be forgotten.
No, absolutely.
And so I love it because on social media platforms I see people that go out and they volunteer to clean the stones, or maybe they're a paid service to clean the stones, but I just love it because it just warms my heart.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also the puppy potty stations will be going around the city this spring too.
That's true. Yep.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
So that is, it was first noticed on the walking trail because people will take their dogs, and they weren't taking their own bags and cleaning up the dog poop. And so one of the things we're doing is, and we just needed to wait for some things to get squared away, but it's putting up their puppy potty stations, so there will be bags there. And that way, if you can have those along the walking trail or around different parts of the city. And so if you're out walking your dog and you're like, oh, I don't have, hopefully it will encourage people to take the bags and clean up after their dogs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully build it and then we'll come. They'll use
That's
it.
Right. That's right.
So, it's there, it's, and it's usable. So, that was, and I think that brings up some great points, because a lot of people do like to walk their dogs, which is good. And but then for those that are not dog people or don't have a dog, they don't want, on the trail, which I respect that too. You have to respect everybody.
Absolutely.
So I think this is I think a lot of our dog owners are very respectful, and I think this is a great thing. Just sometimes maybe they forgot the bag or forgot something, so I think it's a nice gesture for sure. So. That'll be coming up soon around the area. So look for those. Okay. I'm not for sure the different locations they'll be at, but we'll find.
Yeah.
So Lisa, going back, whenever did you ever want to be president of Tri-Kappa? Tell us about your.
Well, since Christy's listening, she, it was, I actually was very involved in Awareness Washington County, and I was treasurer of Awareness, which treasurer is a pretty big position almost in any organization, because it's not just okay, we got a meeting coming up, I've got to get ready for that. That's kind of it may be 2 to 3 times a week. It may be almost every day that you're doing something as treasurer. And so Christy had actually approached me, and at one point a few years ago, and I said, well, I don't want to do it now because I am treasurer here. I will do it in the future. And, but I don't want to, because when I do something, I want to do a good job at it, and I don't want to shortchange either position. So I felt like that was a very time-consuming position, so I didn't want to take on a role in Tri-Kappa. But so once I did, I kind of relinquished I did more than, I did a couple of terms. I extended my terms there. Once I was done with that, then I did pursue, and I was the vice president, and then you're in that role for 2 years, and then you move to president. So this is my first year as president, and I've got the support of some wonderful people that have been president. Christy and Angie were the kind of the co-presidents the last couple of years, right. And so they've been very supportive and helping with questions and things like that. So it's one of those things that it's a little bit, you're a little bit nervous to step up and do it, but I've loved it. I mean, it's been good. Mm-hmm. It's been good for me.
Well, I think you're doing great as a president, and I think there's a lot that goes into it, like you said, very involved, mm-hmm. And trying to round all of this up.
Yeah,
right?
it's a little bit like herding cats at times.
I was gonna say that. That's what I thought. And then also, like, whenever you when the president goes to speak, trying to get us to hush, because we're all.
Yeah, because it's once a month, and so everybody comes in, and we do have kind of
want to visit.
Yeah, and we do have, and it's, we kind of incorporated a social aspect for 30 minutes before the true meeting. But you know how that is with women. The social, it just mm-hmm. continues on and on and on. So, but
yeah, no,
which is good. Yeah, I mean that's great.
It is. But you keep us on, the right track.
Yeah, try. I
keep us on the track. We're off the track for a little bit. Got to get back on. But it's fun, and I think that there's a lot that goes into it. As president, I've never been, and I'm by no means. I don't think this is my role. I don't think I'm not near as organized as you are, and but I think you are doing a great job, and I'll say that publicly. Want to say that.
Well,
publicly.
Thank you.
But also, I think that sometimes we don't realize what all you're doing. You know what I mean? Because you make it look a little easy.
Well, there's a lot of behind the scenes that people don't
yeah.
realize, and
right.
Anybody that's been in that role knows it's not just, I mean, and then you think, you have those kind of like you do with your job. Sometimes those wake up in the middle of the night and like, oh, I got to do this, or oh, I've got to do that, so it's, but.
Well, you're doing a great job, Christy.
Well, thank you.
And I said that too, so yeah. I said it first, Christy. I'm sure she's telling you, but I think it's fun, and you do have a lot of us, but and I think so. How long is the term?
It's 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless again, unless we've had people that have been in it longer than 2 years, and we've had people that have been. I mean, Christy's. If you look down our list of presidents, you'll see Christy's name, and then a few more, and then you'll see Christy's name, mm-hmm. because it is kind of a hard role to fill. Just because it is time consuming, and a lot of people, and some people just don't. They're like, I'm happy being in a support role, but I don't want to be the president.
That's me.
And that's perfectly fine, because everybody.
Lisa, I will support you all the way.
And I mean,
I will carry your red carpet. Yeah. I will. I will knock the sweat off your brow.
And I get my crown.
I want to be that person. I don't want to be the president of it.
Right. And that's good, because every organization. You've got to have the good support people, and I feel like we have. Great support people.
Agree, yeah.
I mean, we do.
Definitely. I think
we
you
have.
could call on any one of us, and I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing about it.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, Tri-Kappa week. So, like, Christy's doing more now. Yeah, I think she's showing videos now. Okay. So we'll not do that. But I think anyway. So Tri-Kappa week. Look for it. Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, it's February 18th through the 24th, and we will do, the mayor will proclaim the Tri-Kappa week. We'll do that next week to proclaim it Tri-Kappa week, and it will be the following week, and that's what we will kind of.
And that week will entail, kicking off on the 17th.
The 17th.
The 17th will be the big drive.
So.
And then that week.
And we do, there'll be other little things that we may do during the week, and we've done these kind of cake kits for the food bank before, so at our next meeting, anybody that wants to can bring things to make the cake kits, which really go to again, it's something that's all inclusive that you can take to the food bank, and then they can come and get and take those. So there'll be other little things that we do, through the week.
Right. Awesome. Well, Lisa Ailey, thank you so much for coming in, and we know that next week's going to be kind of crazy, so we appreciate you coming in this week with Tri-Kappa and all you do. Thank you for being our president and all that you do, and Tri-Kappa for the whole community.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me in, and I mean, it is a great organization, and we're very blessed, and we're very thankful. So
for sure. All right, Holly Thompson, you over at Salem Crossing, big party today.
That's
big
right.
Super Bowl party.
That's
and
right.
That'll be a touchdown for sure, I know.
Absolutely.
And the banana pudding, I got some samples of that. So
let me know if it's any good or not.
Oh, yeah. Holly
It's a new recipe.
Okay. All right. I will always be your new recipe trier, okay?
Thank you.
Pig.
Yeah,
Thank
I will be, definitely. I'm always on Holly. So let's thank our sponsors this morning.
We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Windhorse for Home, Paoli and English, and McAllister Land Consulting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lisa Ailey, Tri-Kappa, and thank you, Holly Thompson, for Salem Crossing, and everyone else have the best party ever.
All right. Thank you.
thank you.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
When I first joined the board at Papa John's, I brought some big ideas.
We're gonna need more pepperoni.
But my biggest idea, the Shakaroni Pizza.
Make it bigger, make it bigger. More is
It's
better.
extra large with extra cheese and covered in more than 60 pepperonis.
When I say handful of pepperoni, I mean my handful.
What makes Shakaroni huge is that Papa John's donates $1 from every pizza to the Papa John's Foundation.
1, 2, 3, Shakaroni!
Pizza gets bigger when you Shakaroni. Only at Papa John's.
The new Shakaroni is available at your Salem Papa John's for a limited time, starting at only $13.99. Call today at 812-883-3369 or order on your Papa John's app. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Calling all men in southern Indiana and northern Kentucky. Sign up now for the Man Up Conference, which is returning to Turning Point Church in Scottsburg on Saturday, January the 27th at 8:40 a.m. until noon. To register for this free event, please go to Man Up Conference Facebook page. There'll be coffee and donuts in the morning, and at noon, the Rolling Pig Pen will be catering lunch for the event. There are 2 worship sessions, 2 messages for men, and a mini breakout session planned. John Jackson, pastor of Turning Point Church in Scottsburg, encourages all men and even young men to attend. The event will be held at Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. The event will be held at the Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. Come encounter God together with other men and learn to be a strong leader in your faith and family. For more information, call 812-752-7857.
Introduce your family and friends to one of Salem's oldest traditions, home cooking from Mama Rosa's in Salem. Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizzas, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9 for dining and carry-out, Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 11 to 9. Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $10.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizzas, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their homemade potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back for Friday night's home-style buffet from 4:30 to 8 or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $12.99, where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods. Stop in and see Joanne and her family at Mama Rosa's and make some new memories or relive your childhood with that one-of-a-kind taste. Dine in or call 812-883-6296 to take the great taste of Mama Rosa's pizza home with you.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Salem Crossing. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers and solutions and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Salem Crossing, visit ASCSSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-1877. That's 812-883-1877.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter, like the stair that only creaks when everyone else in the house is asleep. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth at Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, you're simply the best.
Three decades of radio gold. The Rick and Bubba Show.
That's right, baby. 35th anniversary, final year of the Rick and Bubba Show, celebrating and thanking all of you for, well, if we get to the end of this, baby, if everybody will let us, 31 years. Much to celebrate, and we're so thankful for each and every one of you. Bubba out today. He's on a hamcation, I hate that for the golden ticket seats today, but and that was something that that Bubba has been looking forward to, and we certainly are glad he got to go, and I know he's having a blast, and he'll be back coming up on Monday, and we've got really VIPs today because due to the cold and flu season, we have, people book these things and they're not feeling well. We sure are thankful they don't come when they're sick because you need to protect other people. But it looks like we only have one couple that survived the cold and flu season and got here today. All of them are booked, obviously, far in advance. So they'll be treated special today, like VIPs. So that's good. There it is. I got a text from Sherry. I thought I told Gary I had forbidden any further pranks on the farm property.
He ignored that,
Did you see Gary? He left immediately.
Did he tell her he was just practicing on you? It really wasn't a prank. He was just working on his skills.
He said, I didn't think about that. I don't want to upset little Sherry. The prank's going to be on me. And so I reassured her there was no harm done, that we thought it was funny.
Nobody called 911
no, whatever.
Or ran into a tree.
That's why I got pulled out. He's worried about it.
Well,
that's why I got my mouth there.
Am I making
talking
that
off
up?
the ledge?
Am I making that up?
Oh no,
there
no
it is.
He really is.
What's he gonna do next? Trim a tree?
Hey, I don't want to be in that because she's gotten on me before. I had to go get me some new britches. She ate the hind end out of the ones I had on. So anyway, so speaking of that, tomorrow, 10 years. 28 years that Sherry and I have been married. It's the 10th of February. That's why I was saying 10.
Okay.
Well,
I was wondering.
Well, I get nervous.
Years.
I get nervous because of what we talked about earlier in the week. One of our sons, Brooks, his birthday is on February 7th, and our anniversary is on the 10th.
And
so I'm always thinking 10, 10, 10. I got to remember 10. But 28 years married on the 10th, since we're celebrating the show this year and all the history, there's so many things to be thankful for. One of them is my wife.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody has this shirt. I see them from time to time, and of course, it'll upset those of you that are really big on nostalgia. I don't think I even have one. Maybe one of the kids has one. So the show was called the Morning Extravaganza. And so at the time, Bubba was a character on the show, and so was Sherry. She was the news person. And we had all these different, and the shirt used to have like a cartoon of me with a cowboy hat on, of all things, because I remember I was on that campaign to Friends and Let Friends Listen to Country Music, which was funny.
I remember that.
And anyway, so all the characters, their cartoons would be around that, and then Morning Extravaganza.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, that shirt. And Sherry said that. She told the boys that she was like the kids. She was like, "Oh, I'm on the shirt," and it's like a cartoon image of her, and because she was the new news person in the early days. She did the show with just me and Bubba as a character, then transitioned for a little while into the Rick and Bubba Show as the news person, and then went into TV and all that. And then we had Dave Fitz, You know, and she was hired by Dave Fitz, and so she was part of his news team. So we had Fitz and we had Sherry, and when Dave basically went to management and said when he first started working with me by myself with Bubba as a character, been working 25 years to my news reputation, and this hooligan has ruined it in 6 months. and so they were kind of like, all right, we're going to send somebody younger in there. And don't enjoy my time with him. And so, because he was very serious about the news, and I know in a shocker I wasn't all that serious about it. And well, I mean, look, guys, and like Bubba said, it worked out great for him. I was desperate for people to talk to because, buddy, we were that station had kind of gone away, and we were trying to find listeners anywhere. And so anyway, so Sherry, I remember the very first time that I met her, and what was funny, Greg, is it actually ties to so many things. So Sherry, like so many people on the show, graduated from Jacksonville State University, and she was a marching ballerina, like your daughter, our sister. You know, we've got quite a history there of marching ballerinas.
Oh yeah, we got the ballerinas
and
covered.
so Sherry was, but she also was in homecoming court. Well, the way we met in the hall, she comes up to me and she says, "I know your dad," as many people have done. Yeah. And I said, "Really?" And she goes, "Oh yeah." She goes, "You know, I went to Jacksonville State." And I said, "Oh, okay." And she said, when I ran for homecoming queen, I started strategizing that probably the football team would be a good block vote if you could win the football team vote.
Sure, okay.
She said, so I didn't know to be terrified of your dad and not just go into his office, but I just walked in and said, "Can I speak to Coach Burgess?" And of course, like he was always with women, very respectful. And she said, I just thought he was fantastic. I'd heard all these, you know, oh, the big coach and all this. And I told him that could I address the team and ask him to vote for me. And he let me. And I said, well, so wow.
Well, we get started.
What a tie-in. So anyway, so of course, the first time that I saw her, I mean, this is not an exaggeration. It's not something a husband is supposed to say. I thought to myself, this is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. And of course, Bubba, to his credit, and you too, Speedy, y'all were kind of like, Rick, come on, man. I mean,
bless him.
Bless him, Lord. I mean, and so I thought to myself, wait a minute. I thought that every young, beautiful woman dreams of a man in a mullet, 50 pounds overweight, driving a broken down car with 2 small children from a broken marriage. I thought, doesn't
want to be a part of that?
Doesn't every woman dream of that? I mean, I'm like,
storybook.
Are y'all saying I'm off on the wrong foot here? And so she was great. So what I started, if some of you who remember the show back then, and it's amazing how many of you have been here this long. Some of you go back to even being called Rick and Bubba, but so I started interrupting the news, flirting with her on the air. You know, which she really appreciated, and I just asked straight up, any shot that you and I go out, and she basically said, I don't remember the exact words, that's a hard no. I mean, no circumstance.
None.
Please, let's finish the news. You know, in those days, if they had a interview or something in the news, it was called an actuality. I don't know, who knows? And they would give you those on carts, and you'd have to play them for the news person.
Right.
And they would be sitting there, and they would go, we went to the city council today, and Mayor Steve Means said this, and they'll point to you, and then you hit the thing for them. Well, I wouldn't. I wanted to talk about us going out, and she'd be just like,
just a point.
I'd like for you to play this clip that I've given you, and I've worked hard to edit, and I really wish you wouldn't flirt with me on there. So I started, probably I should have been sent to HR or something, but anyway, so
nowadays.
So I started thinking, I got to get a strategy. I've got to get a strategy. And I was just relentless. I was like, I have to get a strategy. So when we come back, I will tell you the strategy. Some of you know it. And this was the first glimmer. Now, she never told me this till we were full-blown, you know, dating, getting engaged. She goes, oh, by the way, just in case you're wondering, that worked. And I never knew, because they never let on then, you know, whatever. And you know, and you know, sometimes, and I want men everywhere to know. Bubba said it. Both of us, all of us in here, have beautiful wives. Look, I know you may think it's an uphill climb. I have great news for all of you out there, males. They're not as shallow as we are. Okay, so even if you have got maybe some physical things, and you know nobody's going to put you on the cover of GQ, okay, and you're thinking this woman is out of my league. Most of the time, these beautiful women never get pursued. Give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
I mean, give it a shot. All right, so we'll come back, and if you'll treat them right, it overcomes. They're not as shallow as us.
Right.
They really like thinking that they're being pursued, and somebody really is into them, and will treat them right.
They fall in love with their ears.
Yeah, they do. We don't. Because I'm going to tell you what, she was smoking hot. We'll be back 15 minutes past the hour. It still is. Yeah, I mean, we'll be back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
If you owe back taxes, fair warning, the IRS is mailing millions of pay-up letters. Then it's up to the new IRS enforcement agents to find you. Tax Network USA has war room strategies to solve your IRS problems quickly, like a preferred direct line to the IRS. Tax Network USA learned of a limited-time offer, an IRS offer. Schedule your free, confidential consultation to see if you qualify for this limited-time IRS penalty-canceling offer. Call 1-800-245-6000 or visit tnusa.com/Bubba. There's a popular saying out there, health is wealth, and folks, I couldn't agree more. If you're dealing with everyday aches and pains, I want to tell you about Relief Factor, a daily drug-free supplement developed by doctors. It's not just a pill that masks pain. Relief Factor uses a unique formula of natural ingredients that work together to help reduce or eliminate pain. Try their 3-week quick start kit for only $19.95. Go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. You can also find the link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. Hey there, folks. Let's talk about something that's on the minds of many of you listening today, dealing with overwhelming credit card debt. Now, if you're feeling like it's a financial uphill battle, we've got some good news for you. If you're facing $10,000, $20,000, or even $30,000 in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt, there are programs available that can consolidate those debts into one single reduced monthly payment you can afford if you qualify. Accredited Debt Relief is on a mission to help you become debt-free in just 24 to 48 months. They've already helped over 300,000 qualified consumers, hardworking Americans just like you, pay off more than $3 billion in debt, earning them an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. The consolidation specialists at Accredited Debt Relief tailor the program to fit your specific budget and financial situation. They understand one size does not fit all. Call Accredited Debt Relief now for your free, no-obligation savings estimate and let them help you take control of your financial destiny. Call 800-511-1200. That's 800-511-1200. Program and services not available in all states.
Hey, Joe Montana here. Back in my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia, a bacterial lung disease that can be life-threatening. If you're 65 or older, or 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like diabetes or asthma, you're at increased risk. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist about vaccination and learn more at knowpneumonia.com. That's KNOW pneumonia.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer. Hi, I'm Jade, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is the savoriness of the sausage, the fluffiness of the egg, and the butteriness of the biscuit. It's amazing. The perfect start to my day.
Hi everyone, it's Justin. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is the fluffy egg, the melted cheese, and the sizzling sausage. It's the start to your morning that you didn't know you need.
Order a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and Simply Orange juice on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt is so sure that you'll get your biggest refund that if they don't, you get your money back plus $100.
Jackson, hell yeah!
And Jackson Hewitt also guarantees the accuracy of your return for life.
Hell yeah!
So don't just sit there. For your biggest refund guaranteed, walk into a Jackson Hewitt today and dance out Jackson Hewitt, yeah!
You know how you go into stores and the towels can feel super soft, but then when you get home they don't dry you? Not my towels from My Pillow. They're really soft, but they really work too. What a concept. They're made with a special ring-spun cotton, making them softer and more absorbent than other towels that are out there. Get a 6-piece set for an introductory sale price of $29.98, and you get the designer premium line for just $20 more. Either way, you save 50% right now on all my towels. So head to mypillow.com/Bubba or find the link at rickandbubba.com.
Nick Saban has invited them to the lake. It's the final year of the Rick and Bubba Show.
20 minutes past the hour. As we are working our way back, celebrating, still to come, the wonderful Wheel of Canned Meat, and Gary the Bulldozer Man has added one of his Spurmaster calls to the wheel today and for the next few weeks. All right, so that's still coming up. All right, there's no Rick and Bubba University, the podcast this weekend. Bubba was on hamcation, so the day we normally record, he wasn't here, so we had just kind of put down we would not do a new one this week, so go back and pick up any maybe that you missed. So talking about the 28th anniversary for Sherry and me tomorrow. So as I've told all of you, I've been married to Bubba longer than Sherry. So anyway, met on the show. She was a news person. I was trying to get her to be interested in me. I was going nowhere. So at the time, and Bubba would help me with parody songs. We did some really funny parody songs. Some of them I did by myself. Some he helped with. The famous ones like the Emma Sampson song about the Civil War statue that was missing a finger. I used to be in here, I think, but it's not a very good recording of it. But yeah, see, it's got a lot of noise in it. See,
that's the card.
That was the card. Yeah, you see how long that was.
Oh yeah.
But for some reason, this next move that I made, we cannot find a recording of it. I've never been able to find it. I think Bubba said it was on. We didn't have CDs then, and we compiled a cassette tape one year. And it had nothing but parody songs on it, and it was on that one, and Fingerless Emma Sampson was on there, the Crown Air Freshener song. I actually even did a song also for Dave Fitz, but for different reasons. And so anyway, I decided, because I knew that she would be rolling into work, because I would get there before her, because Fitz, was doing news too, and by the time she did news, the show had already started. So I put together, and it was part of the giant game of Rick and Bubba Knowledge yesterday. I found the music to Wonderful Tonight, and you could use these tracks, went on to be karaoke, but in those days it wasn't. Yeah. You would have comedy services, and they would put, they'd send you bits and stuff, and they would then put at the bottom, here's some music beds if you want to do a parody song. I mean, they're already been paid for, and of course stations have already paid for that anyway. So I saw Wonderful Tonight, and I started messing with it. And I recorded a song for Sherry, and where it says Wonderful Tonight, I would say, and I say, Sherry, read me the news tonight. And I was just, please, just give me a shot. Good. Well, what also helped, and that's what I love about the audience out there, is they got involved and began to say, come on, man, give him a shot. Yeah. So I had them with, I didn't know whether it had impact or not, because she kind of just seemed to disregard it almost, and I tried, and I was trying. And then finally, we kind of had come to an agreement that we would at least go out for lunch when we came back from the Christmas break. Okay. Now, I didn't know till years later that it was this song that broke the ice. She said she was driving into work, and she said an uncontrollable smile came across her face, and she thought, this guy's really in pursuit. And how about this? She admitted she kind of dug it. Okay. So that was a good move.
That's a win.
Take notes out there, guys. And
you gotta sing a song.
But then it's almost like she came to her senses. What am I doing? Why would anyone go out with this person?
An awakening.
And so I'm excited. All through the Christmas break, all I can think about is I'm finally going out with Sherry Bodine. That's all I can think about. For Q104 News, I'm Sherry Bodine. And I thought, I cannot wait. I mean, I couldn't even hardly, Santa was nothing. And so I get back, I go over to the news area, you know, where Fitz would not let Bubba and I be there much. And I see her at her desk, and I thought, what's our plan? And she said, you know, and then I knew right then. She said, and here it comes, guys. All of you that may have the same uphill climb that I have. You know the zone you're trying to stay out of. We all know it.
Yep.
And she says, I just want us to be friends.
That's what you need, another
Come
friend.
on. That's all I need, another friend. So I said, boldly, I have friends. They're guys.
Okay.
I'm not looking for a friend. I'm looking for a wife.
Who?
Take that mic and let it hit the ground. I'm looking for love. I got plenty of friends. I'm not struggling for friends. They're guys.
They're guys.
Don't need a female friend. Don't want one. I'm looking for love.
Did you start singing again?
When I say Sherry. And so I just left it with that.
Did you back out?
I refused the friendship request.
So you would not participate.
All sold out. Don't need any friends. So I think that kind of got in her head. And then I started acting like that's it. I'm out. And I think she realized that a good thing had walked out of there.
Oh, you think that?
And
I'm
she
sure
thought to
that
herself,
mullet and all.
she thought to herself, that car is only dented partially.
It's
You
a
know?
little rusty.
Does it leak when it rains? Yes. But look at him trying to make his own way. He's a hard worker.
Yes.
Let's give him a shot. So she eventually, over time, I was making an appearance, you know, because I was the hardest working man in radio. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
She was there because she's part of the station, and we decided that we would give it a shot. We would go to lunch. So we did.
She climbed in that tercel.
She climbed in that mighty tercel.
Had reverse.
Yeah. Well, it did.
That's a plus.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It would not always have it.
No.
And we went on to lunch, and we just connected, and we never, ever, from that moment on, ever went on a date with anybody else. Dated each other exclusively for 6 months, got engaged, then we're engaged for a year, and then we're married on February the 10th, 1996. In our marriage counseling, even though we both were believers in Jesus, we realized that we were not followers of Jesus, that we kind of had a cultural Christianity. We dealt with that. So not only did we enter into a marriage, we entered into the proper relationship with Christ, and both became devout followers of Christ with a lot to learn. And that our marriage was holy matrimony, and it all kind of came together in a beautiful picture of reconciliation and redemption. And we have been through a lot of highs and a lot of lows together, and I love her more today than I could have even remotely even comprehended when I was writing some silly parody song. So so thanks to all of you. Y'all have prayed for us on so many days and so many times, and just our marriage stronger than ever. And I just love her so dang much. And I look forward to spending the rest of my life here with her, and until death do we part. Amen. So happy anniversary, baby, and a little bit of Rick and Bubba history to go with it. And I hope, some hope for all of you out there, you guys that think she's just too beautiful. Think again.
Start singing.
Don't give up. They love to be pursued. So we'll be back. Your phone calls are next. 866-WE-BE-BIG. And we'll chat with you on any topic. You got a lot out there. A wonderful wheel of canned meat still to come. Gary's put a turkey call on that baby.
Yep.
We'll spin that before we're done. Let's talk to America at 866 We Be Big right after this.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like the gap between your bed and wall that's big enough for your phone, but not your hand. Or the gutters growing their own trees. Or the wall outlet your kids keep calling Sparky. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be your heating or air conditioning. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth at Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad to take care of you.
Do you ever wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine's new procedure makes it easier than you think. We're proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at schneckortho.com.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, you know, to keep it cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving mean. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin tires. Between October 11th and October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem, Davies County Tire and Supply in Washington, Knox County Tire and Supply in Vincennes, and Du Bois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
What a weekend for Purdue basketball.
They're the all-time leader in Big Ten titles.
Oh, mama, he's cooking today.
And they play right here all year long.
Count the basket. And a foul.
You don't want to miss a single game of Boiler Ball this season.
He dunks with 2 hands. What a weekend to be a Boilermaker.
The Purdue Boilermakers play here.
Hammer down and boiler up. You're listening to Purdue on Wslm, your official Purdue station.
Ready to finally tackle that home improvement project, take a dream vacation, or get behind the wheel of a new ride? Let the butler do it. What do you mean you don't have a butler? I'm talking about the Banking Butler Digital Banking from First Harrison Bank. He makes your life easy with online loan applications and all of your banking at your fingertips. Find out more about the Banking Butler and how he can make your dreams come true. Then, you can let the butler do it. Details at firstharrison.com. Keep it easy, keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Free of charge. And the best part, Helix knows there's no better way to try a mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night trial for you and a 10 to 15-year warranty. Right now, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders at helixsleep.com/Bubba. Best offer yet, by the way, and it won't last long. So if you've been waiting to try a Helix mattress, here it is. Now's the time. Head to helixsleep.com/Bubba for 20% off your mattress order. There's a popular saying out there, health is wealth, and folks, I couldn't agree more. Some of you may be living with everyday pain. Now, this can affect so many parts of your daily life. It can affect the mood, your sleep. What about missing out on activities? Our friends at Relief Factor offer a natural way to relieve that pain. It's 100% drug-free. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a unique formula of natural ingredients to help reduce or eliminate everyday aches and pains. Now, unlike pills that just mask the pain for a short time, Relief Factor helps support your body's natural response to inflammation, so you feel better all day, every day. Over 1 million people have tried Relief Factor, and here on our team, several of us have tried it. So Let's get you a special deal, and let's see if we can help you too. Go right now and see if Relief Factor can work with you with their 3-week quick start kit that's only $19.95. Now, this is a great price to try it out for 3 weeks. You'll know in 3 weeks. You will feel the difference and know it works. You can also find the link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors.